Hi, otters. It's Esther again, and I wanted to talk about something that I think that every single artist comes by, and that is that you are setting your levels for yourself too high, and that it completely freezes you, and that by doing that kind of stuff, you get stuck and you can't get yourself to do something else. And recently I did something that I now realize was a very smart thing to do, but somehow I did it naturally. So I'm going to tell you uh, about this, and hopefully I can inspire you to do something similar. I mean, this is not about what I do, it's more about the process that happened. So we went to Sri Lanka for a 3-week travel in September, which was great. And I took some embroidery with me because I wanted to make an embroidered diary. Especially over there, it was very we had a great time. It was wonderful, but it was also very sad. So I needed time to process the things and to calm down and to heal and to think about the things I saw. And then I thought I make an embroidery diary, which I did. So I took some stuff with me and I made this. Well, I started with it, but somehow, like you can see it here, you probably can see it, it's Sri Lanka, but upside down, or the other way around, but it's not about that. It's about this white space. Because I wanted to make, I still do, I wanted to make a elephant over there because we had a beautiful encounter with a majestic elephant. Maybe I will insert a little bit of the movie, then you can see it. It's like, it was breathtaking for me. I mean, we were in this car and the animal was next to me and it was like I could touch him. I really, and there was no windows between us. I could touch this animal and it was, I barely could breathe when I was making this little movie. So here's the white space, and I wanted to have an elephant over there. But I got stuck in my head because I started to think like, I can't draw an elephant, let alone embroider it. And it became bigger and bigger and bigger, and I didn't even try. I didn't even try. I didn't even get out a pencil and a thing. I was thinking like I could maybe copy one of the pictures and just print it and then put it to the window and then trace it. And there were all kinds of ideas that I could have done it, but the thought somehow freezed me and I got stuck in my head and I couldn't do it. But the point is that with the weather getting more gray and it's raining a lot, and I was like, I need something to do. But the whole elephant thing was somewhere in the back of my mind and it froze me and I couldn't do anything like that. So I thought of Christmas, and I am a very traditional Christmas person. So I like red, green, white, the whole thing, but like very basic, like the Swedish style woody thing. And I thought maybe I could just make a blanket and I just could crochet something. And I went on the Pinterest and I found a very fun, easy pattern from a corner to corner, which I have somewhere on my inventory of the somewhere on the I Not You channel. There is a way that I explain what the corner to corner is, and I made this one. So it's a blanket. It was easy to do. It wasn't my own pattern. It was just an easy job to do. I made it from acrylics, I know, but it was a cheap thing. I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and I wanted to have something to do, basically. That's the whole thing. I wanted to do something that wasn't taking too much space, too much energy, but I wanted to move my hands because I'm always moving my hands, and it heals me and it helps me to keep clear, and especially in these difficult times in the whole world, I needed something easy. So I made this sloth. You can see it. It's on a branch. You can see the here, and here is his face. Yay! So it's not about the pattern. It's just about that I needed to do something, and I took a very simple task that I know I'm good at. I know I'm good at crochet. I'm easy. So I made it. And while I was doing that, I was already processing a new thing, and I knew I wanted to knit again. I haven't knit for a long time, and I really like in winter, like sweaters, and I like especially merino. So I wanted to make a sweater, and I took Stitch Fiddle, which is a program on my computer, on the internet, and it's a very easy program. You can either choose from whatever you want to do. It's from knitting to crochet to embroider, and you can even say you can create like you can also adjust which kind of yarn you want. Even there are even yarns inside to choose from, like from drops or from Stylecraft, and then you can use the colors that they have in their range, because not every range of yarns have the same colors. So then you can adjust, and you can use either a picture of something and create a pattern of that, or you can choose to draw your own. Which I choose is the first one. So I took a picture. I created a picture in Canva, and then imported it to Stitch Fiddle, and then I adjusted it. So here is the back from my, it's not a normal sweater. I wanted to do a like an artsy fartsy whatever knitting project. I don't like the one color things, so I went crazy. So this is the pattern that I draw. The picture was first only like with the flowers and the vase, but then it imported it, and then I did all the things around it. But you can, like, I can show you. You can see it's all in numbers. So you can even, so it's a pattern now. it's every row and it's every stitch and every row, and then you can do like I don't know how you call it in English, but you can do it row for row. So then you know, like you can start and you knit, and you know which stitch you can knit. Well, that's a lot of knitting, stitching, or whatever. You know, well, probably you know what I mean. And otherwise, it's it's okay too. But what this whole process from the embroidery to the crochet to the knitting learned me is that we all get stuck. We all get stuck in our little devil that's on our shoulder and telling us that we aren't good enough, that we create shitty stuff and that it's not good enough. But when you start something that you know that you are really good at, and it's an easy project, it's not about creating the Mona Lisa. It's not about um, um, making like the best of the best. But when you create, when you do something you like to do, and your mind gets at ease, and your mind, you start to forget the whole. While I was crochet, I was starting to forget the whole debacle with the elephant, and I wasn't thinking about the elephant anymore. I was more into like, oh yeah, I really like this, it's nice, it's wintry, it's raining outside, I got my cup of coffee, I put on a nice television program, and I'm having fun. And then it came back, and I created something new, and now I'm knitting my new project. I'm only doing the the bottom part. It's just begun, but I think that's the best thing to do, to try to forget what you got stuck at, and just make room for something new. I now know that I will create that elephant. I will come back to it because I know I can do it whenever I feel doing it. But and I didn't have to fight myself so much, because I was really in a fight with myself, like, you are bad, you are really bad at this whole thing. And now I feel like I can try it, and then who knows what it becomes. I even don't care if I will draw an elephant and it will look silly. I don't mind. The whole thing turned around. And that's what this channel, even though this wasn't about painting, I try to show that it's not about what you do, it's the fact that you do it, and that it's helping you and giving you a feeling of accomplishment and a feeling of meditation and calming down and easing down and just enjoying what you do. I hope you will have a great Thursday it is, and you will enjoy doing what you do. And I really hope that we all someday learn not to be too harsh on ourselves. Have fun and see you soon. Bye bye for now.